What is up, everybody? Happy Thursday! Welcome to How We Roll. I'm your Game Master Gorbat, joining us this evening as we once more enter into the grim, dark world of perilous adventure that is the old world of Warhammer. Our four heroes of the old world will be joining us, and played by the following. First up, it's Nat.
Hi, I'm Nat, and I play Kazkaya, who is the Troll Slayer, who recently slayed a troll. That's kind of fun.
Kind of brings point to your meaning, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Also joining us is Shagget.
Hey guys, I played Nelwick Rattlebone, the Halfling Hunter, high-pitched, squeaky, annoying person of the group. Good times.
But you wicked good with your little slingy boy, though.
Oh yeah.
With your little slanger.
He's an ace. I don't know the terminology to use for someone who's good at that.
He's a bloody good shot.
Yeah.
We'll say that. Also joining us, it's Dragon Spooker.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and I play Lena, the initiate of... I have nothing to look at. Verna. I was trying to find my character sheet. For Great Justice.
For Great Justice, that's it. And last but not least, it is our very own Satchmo.
I'm your very own Satchmo. I'm playing Kazatrin. He is a dwarf shield breaker who in the fight with the troll nearly had his whole self broken instead of his shield. It was a fun time.
But you're still there. Doing the things you do.
Breaking.
Breaking shields.
Yeah.
Your profession. I break shields.
Look, if you die to a troll before I do, I'm gonna be very offended.
Yeah, that'd be really upsetting.
Oh, man.
Watch the whole campaign just be trolls.
Well, wait, who actually got the killing blow on the troll?
Probably the stone thrower from the back who throws the most stones. But
so can you technically graduate Miss Troll Slayer if you didn't
Absolutely.
actually kill
She's
the
never
troll?
she's never gonna admit that.
Okay.
He was about to fall over anyway.
Plus, the troll was about to get back up. We had to throw him in
You
the
just
fire.
knocked him forward instead of backwards like he was going to go.
Right, that's it. He
I
was
just seem
hit
to
him.
recall blowing a hole in his fucking eye. That's all.
She didn't see that.
but his
It didn't
head
happen.
was already,
right. Okay.
What about the cave times,
The cave times. Remember the cave times?
They were good.
Alrighty. Yeah, so, our crazy heroes have, basically, they have spent, a week at a pie festival, and while they were there, they uncovered a plot to sabotage and burn valuable tobacco crops. They traveled to a nearby town or village with a couple of other mercenaries where they did dispatch the Beast of Brandonberry. They solved that problem. While they were doing that, they did indeed find a troll, and they found that there were some funny people kind of utilizing the troll, working with the troll, something along those lines. But one of them had a very weird piece of paper with a bloody thumbprint on it and a very unpleasant looking symbol, which they recognized as one of the four Chaos Gods. Knowing full well that this is not a good thing, Lena said, well, if we take this to my temple in the big city of Nuln, which is not too terribly far away, they can probably tell us what it is. So they showed up there and took the piece of paper there, and they went, oh, yeah, you don't need this. And quite honestly, you don't want it. And they pretty much took it away and never told them what it was, and that was the end of that.
I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us later.
Never. But while they were there, they also pointed out, oh, wait, you haven't completed your initiation week. Initiation week? Yeah, when we throw you into somewhere for a week and expect you to be judge, jury, and executioner and bring justice to the downtrodden, a la Judge Dredd type mentality. And if you want to deputize your friends to come along with you, we're fine with that too. We'll kind of pay them a stipend if they hang along and share that with you. And they all said, okay, well, sure, I suppose. And then they said, okay, well, just so happens we're kind of running short on people in a very bad, very nasty, most dangerous area of the city. in some really, really unpleasant districts. And yeah, we're going to assign you that. As soon as they got there, they were told to head to the Blind Pig Tavern, which is kind of a pretty well-established inn/tavern in the slum district that all unsavory people tend to hang out, but also people from the university will go there because university students think it's cool, man, to hang out in the rough neighborhoods. And sometimes you'll get tourists will show up there just to say they've been. You know, nothing like saying, oh, you know, we went to the Blind Pig and we had had a really nice dinner, a couple of ales, watched someone get shanked in the corner. You know, it was all fun. But before they even stepped in the door, a little kid come out of a dark alley crying that they'd lost their daddy. And of course, the bloody do-gooders had to go and help, only to find out that the kid flipped them the bird and ran off. And out of a bunch of upturned crates, a whole bunch of ruffians showed up and attempted to try to rob them. Didn't end well for the ruffians. Didn't end well for the kid either, because they ended up killing his dad and dragging him back to the temple to face justice in person. And they finally have made their way into the Blind Pig.
Never too young to start learning justice.
Right, yeah, you know, swift justice at that. The two dwarves already made their way into the tavern, and they were a few pints in. Then the halfling and our priestess showed up and joined them. Big Hines, who is this big, rough, burly ex-military guy that runs the tavern, kind of gave Lena a really fun pep talk when she went up there and very kindly said, hey, keep the ale coming for my friends. Make sure you bring us lots of good food. Oh, by the way, do you know this priestess? He was like, oh, yeah, I do. Well, I've been assigned here. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Enjoy the next couple of nights, because that's going to be your lot. You know, positive stuff. But when we join them tonight, they are basically relaxing, chillaxing around a table and having a fun old time in the Blind Pig. And that's where we're going to pick things up and join them this evening. So without further ado, let me go ahead and cue up a little atmospherics. No, we don't want that one. There's no music being played in here. We just want... here we go. We want... Nope, don't want that one either.
Yeah.
Because that... There we go, here it is. This is what we want. Bit of background. Okay. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and pull the curtains back for tonight's escapades. Alrighty. So, this right here is the table that our heroes and heroine is situated at. Let's think the restroom is here, as well you have found out by every time the door opens, the foul stench that wafts out. Yeah. Where we left you guys, Lena had just come and sat down, and you just had some new fresh drinks brought over, and food is on the way. Alright, over to you guys.
Hey, guys? Is anyone here have a really bad sense of smell? No one?
My sense of smell isn't good.
Okay.
I was born in a
Is
hovel,
there something
so...
happening?
Oh, good. So, Lena, trade with me. Because, I cook for you guys when we're on the road, and I need my sense of smell so I can make good food. You know? And...
Okay, you owe me one.
You don't like the sweet smell of piss?
It's not the piss that's bothering me. It's the other one. Yeah. Whew. Mildly better. I just have my nose in my mug. I'm just smelling my ale.
Okay.
I think it was mead, so probably just smells like sweet piss.
Mead. I can't even tell what it is now.
I mean, if it's mead, it's definitely sweet.
Yeah.
I'm sure that mixture smells delightful.
Right. Okay, well, it's not too long before your serving girl comes over with some fresh mugs, bowls of food and stuff, and lays it all out in front of you. Is there anything else I can get you this evening?
Oh, I'm good.
I think we were
Just take
gonna
care
get a
of my
room or
friends.
two, weren't we?
Did we get a room yet? Or
I think Big Hans had told me that there was a room for us, but I don't remember.
I don't think anybody actually booked the room, but he did tell you there are some rooms still available.
I guess I have to go up to the barman for that. Nope, she left. Okay, never mind.
She took my food.
She just wandered off.
I'm sorry, we're fancy with the tokens, but we're not that fancy where I can take everything off and put it on the table. I can put it on the table, but yet it still stays on the tray. It's
Just
magic,
looking at
never-ending
It's
food.
Warhammer magic going on here.
I love it because I'm looking at, like, this is a bar full of, ruffian types and such, but then it's just like, even then, our Slayer and Cleric stand out so bad. Or, sorry, Initiate.
But you kind of do. I mean, one of them's got a bright orange mohawk, and the other one's wearing this big flowery dress with big flowers in her hair and carrying a massive wooden mallet like something out of a Gallagher fan club.
Don't know if I'd have quite put it that way, but
Gallagher fan.
All you need is a couple of watermelons and you can go on the road.
I don't think that our viewers are too young to not know who Gallagher is.
I barely know who Gallagher is.
Aren't too young to not know.
Yeah, my grammar got away from
No,
me.
yeah,
there.
it's correct. It's just, my sister used to do that all the time. And it's like, because she had a speech thing. It's just nostalgic for me, sorry.
Okay.
So, Lena,
Mhm.
what's our plan of action tomorrow? Are we just supposed to, since we're deputized by you, are we just gonna follow you around and see what's wrong in this place and then fix it?
Oh yes,
Or-
we're going to be patrolling, that kind of thing. Seeing if
All
there's-
day patrolling.
Yes, isn't it great?
Ooh.
How much are we getting for this again? And I'm gonna look to Kazatrin and Kaskaya.
The
What was it?
sweet, sweet reward of justice.
Free drinks.
And information, probably.
Okay, neither of those two things appeal to me. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know why you're with us. I don't say that.
Because we would die if he wasn't.
Because somebody's got to throw stones.
Okay, yeah. So, bright and early tomorrow, or?
I am eating.
Mouthfuls. Alright, I'm just gonna start eating more. I'm just gonna eat
Okay.
quietly into my corner.
Alrighty. Everybody give me a listening skill roll. And if you... so basically, it will be perception, but it's hearing based. So if anybody's got any pluses because they have particularly good hearing, apply
I
those.
almost made that.
Almost.
I'm so
me
impressed with
too!
myself. I'm so impressed with myself. though.
Wow.
Oh.
Y'all be deaf or something.
How did
No.
I miss that?
Okay. So everybody
None of us
failed.
know what's going on at all.
And I don't think it's still the same day, so any fortune points have not returned yet. So unless
Oh,
you, I
okay.
don't know if any
well,
of you
we
still
are
have
about
any.
to go to sleep, so I guess I'll try it again. 'Cause I still
yeah,
have
if you've
two.
still got one, you could always burn it.
I have one, but for a 17, that's just silly.
Oh yeah, your chances.
I'm not
are-
hitting
Well,
a
why'd you get
17.
it, Nat? Why'd you get it?
It's worse.
I'm right by the bard. It's like being at the front at a concert.
It's too loud.
I'm inside the woofer at
Being
a
too
club.
loud. You need to calm down.
You purposely turned your ears off because of the sounds coming from there.
The unsavory sounds of the local restroom. Yeah.
Basically. I would
Okie
buy
dokie.
that.
So let's see. Now, that being said, I will also allow Nelwick and Kazkaya a perception roll based on vision.
You're not having me look at the restroom door, are you?
No, but the other
Okay.
two wouldn't be able to see anything
Um,
from the positioning.
I assume night vision won't help me with
No, because it's kind of
in here.
dimly lit anyway.
Fuck.
So
I'm rolling really well, but this is like my worst skill, so I'm not getting it.
I
What are we
am
doing?
going to roll one of my frees because it is towards the end of the night.
okay, go for it.
Hey,
Yeah,
there we go.
Alex, yeah.
All right,
perception.
so halfling boy, while you hear nothing, you do catch a glimpse of Big Hines as there's this woman, young woman at the bar, kind of dressed in tight-fitting, kind of like reddish leather pants, a flowing kind of grey off-the-shoulder shirt, but with like a sword at her hilt, you know, hanging off of her belt. She's kind of like leaning in really close like this, having a conversation. And you just happen to catch a glimpse of Big Hines' eyes kind of fall on your table, and underneath his bar rag, you see a finger like point in Yom's direction.
Oh no!
But nobody heard any of what was said.
Okay, so I'm gonna lean forward, my feet dangling off the chair. I gotta imagine I'm too short for this table to some degree, right?
Now, at that point, now everybody will be aware of what happens, because
okay.
she initially leans up against the bar, and kind of like with her arms back on this bar itself, and then looking at the drunken guy that is sitting on the chair, like barely conscious, she just kicks the base of the bar stool. He goes flying off and collapses on the floor. She picks up the bar stool, sits herself down on it, and then turns round and just like taps the bar. And Hines reaches under and gets a mug and puts it down and begins to pour an ale. This guy kind of just realizing, as he starts to come to, just slowly begins to crawl towards the door along the floor. He doesn't even get up.
I'll glance when he hits. Glance, like side-eyed him kind of when he hits the floor, but I don't do anything. I just keep eating.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't hurt. It actually woke him up, if anything. But you see him wander out the door in this neighborhood. He'll probably be dead before he gets home.
Dims the brakes.
Lena?
Mm-hmm.
The bar hopper over there, she made what's his face behind the counter point at us. Just so you know, since we're on patrol tomorrow, might as well
Oh.
be aware that we did something or are going to be enlisted to do something. Or
Well, if she has something to say, she ought to say it to us. I'm gonna kind of turn and look at her.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna keep eating, but I'm just gonna kind of point at Cassidy.
You know how if somebody stares at you, if you're like passing someone's car and they're looking at you, somehow you know and you look, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're staring at the back of her head, and then at some point she just kind of like side turns her head, realizes she's being looked at. So then she like turns around in the chair, finishes her drink, puts it down, and she's just like staring at you all like, yes?
I am not paying any attention. I'm just eating.
Yeah, Keskaya hasn't stopped just eating and drinking. Like, she doesn't care.
Okay.
Well, if you're looking for us, at least come join us.
And she kind of like looks, points at herself like in, oh, me? And at that point, she kind of like gets up off the stool and comes wandering over. I'm sorry. I know you.
No, apparently got his attention to get our attention or something. How exactly did that go, Nelwick?
they said something. I couldn't hear it, but then they pointed at us.
That.
So we got pointed at, so we pointed back.
Oh, I merely asked Big Hines, who's the dwarf with such a flamboyant haircut was? And he was pointing as in, oh, this one? And I said, yes, that one. That's all.
Opposed to the other dwarf with a flamboyant haircut in here.
I'm gonna pause taking a bite, and I'm gonna say, "Oh, that's not what happened." And then I'm gonna keep eating.
Says, well, it is and it isn't. There's more to it than that, but that kind of sort of happened. I did make comment about the flamboyant haircut.
It is quite amazing, isn't it? This is Kazkaya. She's great.
Kazkaya is gonna nod and then like just take another drink.
He says, "Oh, pleasure. Haven't seen you in here before, and I am quite a frequenter of this tavern and the nearby streets. Are you newly appointed?" She kind of like looks at Lena and asks her that question.
Oh, yes.
Today? Yesterday?
One of those.
Oh, so you're familiar with the hazing then?
Oh, so you are officially, what's the word? On initiation? Is that what they say?
I'm still looking down at my food, but I'm gonna cut my eyes, but I'm not gonna do I'm gonna try to avoid her seeing that, but I want to make it obvious to everyone else at the table that I don't like her knowing that I'm new.
Yes. No. I do hope you're not too new. It's such a shame. There are so many fresh faces comes through here from the Temple of Varna.
We've dealt with our fair share ahead of it, so...
Well, good. Well, you all look very, very capable. So, if you are here on behalf of the Temple, and you're working there in an official capacity, I may have something of interest for you. Something that you might like to know about. At least I hope so. I trust you're in the business of helping innocent folk in sticky situations, no?
Depends on how innocent they are.
Oh, incredibly so. You see, I have a friend. She is fairly young and has a young baby, and a husband who has not come home. He disappeared last night and no one has seen him since, and she is worried about his well-being. As you know, the town guards do not give two hoots about anything like that around here, so I just thought that if I was to bring it to your attention, you might be willing to help find the individual. That's all.
You're gonna hear me, like, sort of have, like, oh, thank God, when she says that he disappeared last night.
Oh, so it wasn't one of the ones we butchered last night. That's fine then. Couldn't have been us.
We might find time to look into it.
He says, well, I can take you there if you'd like.
We're not falling for that again. We already did that once, and we had to cut people's legs off. And arms and...
I understand. In that case, I could give you directions.
I don't think that's any better, but...
I don't know how to tell you how to find this lady without either taking you there or telling you where she is, unless you have an idea that I don't know about.
You could tell someone else, and then they could tell us.
Directions are fine.
I could do that, but then in theory, if I told them the exact same things that I was going to tell you, and this was some kind of ruse, then it wouldn't really matter, would it?
Well, I mean, if they were like, oh, well, that's where the ruse goes, then we'd know, you know?
Well, if you're not interested in me helping you, then ask anybody else you know, but you're looking for Helena Barkfried. It's her husband, Abel, that has disappeared.
Directions are fine. Please excuse my friends. They are rightfully paranoid, yes.
Okay, she says, well, if you leave via the front of the tavern, take a left, there's a side alley full of dead bodies. I mean, she does say that. She says, very neatly arranged against the side of the wall. Pass all of those. To the end of the street, take a left, take your next right.
Oh my God.
You're going
Hold on, I am bad with directions. Okay, so we leave and we take
As I said, I could take you there, but...
Past the dead bodies. Then another left? What's that?
She says, when you get to the end of the street, take a left and then take your immediate right. You are going to cross over 3 separate streets. And on the 4th, before you reach the 4th street, one house before the end, on the right-hand side. It is quite an unpleasant-looking place, very run-down, but that is where you will find Helena and her baby, and she can tell you whatever information she may have to help you find her husband.
It was right on the left before you reach the 4th Street?
Yes.
Oh, no. Why don't we just let her take us? I mean...
We could do that, but I'm through one fight and only one beer so far, so I'm gonna need to...
You want to do that tonight?
I'm not saying you need to go tonight, but obviously... I mean, it's late and the streets seem to already have been quite unpleasant for one night, so I don't know if you wish to go now or if you want to go first things in the morning. I am not staying here this evening, but
I'm gonna look at the others, like, expecting them to say in the morning.
Well, that's what I was trying to get at. I see one beer's empty, one beer's full. I gotta get through at least 3 more of these, and then I'd be ready for another fight, but...
Well, I will happily buy all of you a round of drinks, seeing as you are willing to help my friend. I quite simply just want to help young Helena. I've never liked Abel, but she's married to him, and if there is no husband, there is no income, and if there is no income, I will feel obligated to take care of her and her offspring, and I really don't want to do that.
At least you're honest.
Well,
Kazadrin,
I don't like to be tied down, and if I have to take care of a woman and her young child, then I will have to be somewhat rooted, and doesn't really work for me.
Oh no, it's understandable.
It's the hot pants. What was that, Nelwick?
If I carry one of your drinks, will you go sooner rather than later? Because I'll be honest, the smell of that shit in there is trying to drive me up the wall. So I wouldn't mind not getting rooted here.
Kazadrin finds this agreeable.
Okay.
Lena looks... Okay, I look incredibly surprised that they want to go tonight.
I just want to see him carry it.
Spill just one drop, I dare you.
And you'll be the next shield I break.
I'll be honest, Lena. Whatever gets us through this week of your hazing the fastest, I'm all for. And if that means having my mind distracted by a mother and a child without a daddy, it's better than sitting here just wallowing and smelling.
I mean, a week is still a week, no matter...
Yeah, but if
it's not going to get us through any
occupy
faster.
your mind, you know...
The week doesn't travel faster because you do more in it.
Fill your day. You know?
You all are doing me a favor, so we can go tonight if you wish. It's just, I didn't think that you would want your mind to be distracted by, you know...
Sure, the room doesn't smell as bad as this table, which was empty when we got here. Probably for a reason.
Ah, you figured out why no one sat at this table now, have you?
Well, yeah, because our DM made it to where it was the only table available.
Hey, you could have moved this guy.
Yeah,
He really didn't want to move. He was mad. And this one's property of William.
It's just, we are in the most dangerous part of the city, and it is nighttime.
You ran down an alley after a kid who then flipped you off. What's stopping that?
As I said, you all do me a favor, and I just thought that you wouldn't want to go out at night.
Down one alley, killing ruffians, down another. What difference does it make?
I'm gonna turn to her and just be like, as you can see, we like to make our decisions long in advance.
Well, I've given you the directions. I've done the best I can for my friend, and, well, I'm going to get my drink now. If there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know if you forget and need directions again.
Did we get her name?
Nobody asked it.
Well, we probably need her name if we need anything else from her. Okay, I'm gonna call for name. It's okay, guys. I got it. I'm gonna clear my throat and get her attention.
She'll look back.
And your name?
Oh, Mira. And if you see Helena, you could, if you want to tell her that Mira sent you to her, then that's fine. She will know me.
All right.
Lane.
But don't believe everything she says about me, because most of it isn't true.
Oh, that's a good way to start this conversation when we get there then.
I'm just really hoping that we get there and the lady is like a Monty Python caricature. Like she's just outrageous the whole time.
See, if I was going to do that, I can't now.
Yeah, you can. It's called dramatic irony.
Oh, how'd you do?
Yeah, no, I think we should actually stay the night.
I mean,
First.
we did just spend a couple of fortune points thinking we were about to reset.
Yeah, kind of out of meta rerolls.
Which I take as we're tired a little bit. You know?
Yeah. I
The awareness is
Sure.
gone.
I mean, you've been... Let's be real. I mean, you've been here all day. You've been traipsing around. You've been in scuffles outside. You've walked miles and miles all over this place, there and back in several cases. You would be fairly fatigued to some degree, for sure.
She can be without her husband for one more night. If he's dead now, he'll be dead tomorrow.
He's not going to get any deader, right?
I feel like Kazkaya is bored with everything, but also needs somebody to point her in a direction before like she's actually going to be motivated to do anything about this. Because
Right.
it's not a monster. It's nothing that's going to kill her, so less motivating.
I don't know. Have you ever spent too much time in the presence of a baby? I mean...
Fair. Kazkaya hasn't.
Okay, so is that your decision then? You guys want to just kind of like
Yeah.
get a couple more drinks in, get yourselves a room, and head out in the morning?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, unless anybody has any plans to do any skullduggery in the deep wee hours of the night and do anything other than rest, yep, you will wake up bright and early in the morning. You can get yourself a sausage platter for breakfast with some fresh bread and, fried eggs and stuff like that if you want, all of which are a little greasy but decent. And you are ready to take on the day.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Alrighty. The door beckons.
Get a drink before we go, but we'll go.
Ales to go. Do you sell growlers?
Xbox alerts jump scared me. Felt the need to tell me that Madden 24 was coming out. I didn't need it to jumpstart my heart there for a second.
Butter sausage. Gotta
Yeah,
get some
I
butter
think we're just gonna head out.
I get up and I go outside.
Alrighty. Out thee go. One halfling, one dwarf, out the door.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, you just hadn't finished your breakfast yet. It's okay.
Breathe in the smells of urine in the streets.
Better
I'm
than
sorry
the
you're not feeling
smells
good,
of
Mythical.
stale urine
Hope
inside.
you feel better, buddy.
Smells like
This smells like flowing sewage,
need
you know?
for justice.
I feel the need for justice. Okay.
It smells unjust, you
Alright,
could
so
say.
so where are you going? What's the directions?
Down the alley that we killed those people in.
Yep.
Left past
At
the
the-
dead bodies.
No, at the end of the street, take a left, then an immediate right. Cross 3 intersections. It is on the right, one house from the 4th intersection.
Look at
It
that.
says on the left.
Nope, it's on the right.
Well, Spook, you can go to the left and see it from right.
Okay, well,
We'll
this
just
is
knock
what
on
I have.
doors.
I have left past the dead bodies. When you get to the end of the street, take another left,
Oh, they've
immediate
changed this
right,
again
3
now.
separate streets on the left. 3
So,
separate
yep,
streets
down
on the
here,
That doesn't
down
make
here,
sense.
down here.
I wrote this down and it doesn't make sense.
Just
Well,
walk
you
out
were
in the
drunk
street.
at the
Where's
time.
the sad lady?
You were very drunk at the time. I mean,
Three
that's fair.
separate streets on the left before you reach. 3 separate streets. What does that mean?
You cross over 3 streets. I do remember that.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about it being on the right.
Yeah, because
but
remember,
it
this
is
place
one
is
house
like a
from the end.
maze, so it's like loads and loads of 4-way intersections.
Whichever one
everywhere.
looks worse between the right and left is the right answer.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it doesn't take you too much longer to find the appropriate place.
Oh God.
Oh
There's
my
a
God,
slum
it's
with a
actually
door, and you are welcome.
Is she a werewolf?
She-
Is she a
What?
werewolf? Sure, she is.
I was zoomed in
Well,
too
well
far. and I guess in
decided.
detail.
Now we're all going to die.
She has a beard. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay.
It's just a dwarf
The
thing.
dwarves will love it.
It's just the shading on her sleeve. like she just had hair all over.
Okay, but yeah, you arrive at a typical hovel in disrepair and leaky roof, and with shit all in the streets outside, and a makeshift door.
A makeshift door.
Yeah, most of the doors, like in these places, they barely fit properly because they're really not well made.
Oh, well, it's a miracle they haven't been murdered in their sleep then.
Maybe that's what happened to husband.
I feel like she would know.
I'm gonna nudge Lena to the door. No, take charge, boss. Gonna
Oh, yes,
smirk
you
at the
didn't have to
dwarves.
tell me that. I am at the door.
Okay.
I knock gently at first because I'm afraid the door's going to fall off.
All right. Well, the door will be opened as you're standing there. And does she look like a werewolf? No, it's just a
I am
shade.
here. Justice?
But yeah, you open
Call
the
for
door,
justice?
and there's a fairly young woman in very plain clothes holding a baby, kind of like bouncing it on her shoulder. And she's like, yes.
I heard your husband was missing.
Dun,
You
dun.
would be Helena?
I am, yes. I don't... Why are you here?
I am an initiate of Verna. And I heard from your acquaintance, I don't know if you would call her a friend, she was a little rough around the edges. Mira suggested that you might need some assistance.
Oh, that slut.
Oh, see?
Why would she think I need assistance?
She said your husband was missing?
Oh. She said that? Oh no, I felt sure that he was with her.
You're gonna see my little head poke out from your right side, and I'll be like, "Did he with her? Is that why she's a slut? Is that what's going on?"
Perhaps you should come in. And she'll
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
back
sorry.
away to give you room to give you space to get in the house.
That better be a real baby and not a gun.
Excuse It's a crossbow.
The baby's a crossbow, look out. Oh my god.
I don't trust anybody. in
She
this
looks
town.
rather kind of like, as you all funnel in through the door, she's got a bit of a surprised look on her face. Like, oh
motley
shit, what did
crew.
I just invite in?
Oh, these are my deputies. Don't worry, they won't destroy anything.
Well, unless for justice.
And she kind of like looks around the house. She says, it's not a lot to destroy, I'm afraid. No, I thought Abel and Mira were having an affair.
Sounds about right.
Can I get you anything? Cabbage, turnips, potatoes, water?
Dwarf me potatoes, vodka.
Is it fermented potatoes? Bread? Is it fermented bread?
No, we just ate. We just ate. Thank you. And I'm gonna scurry over and sit down on this stool.
Okay,
Myself up.
she'll kind of like wander around and like one-handedly like try to poke the fire to get some of the barely burning embers kind of going while she's still hanging on to the baby with the other hand.
Oh, let me get that for you.
Oh, thank you. Well, if my husband is not with Mira, I was initially upset and worried because I thought he had run away with her. But if he is not with her, then I am very concerned because now I do not know where he would be. And that makes me fear the worst.
Yeah, she had mentioned that she thought you would need assistance because if he did not come back, then she would have to take care of you and your offspring, and she didn't want to do that, so... It doesn't really sound like she should feel obligated, unless she's
Maybe she feels guilty.
Maybe
she knows where Abel is. Maybe she knows he's dead already. Maybe she killed him. I wouldn't put it past her.
He wouldn't have hired us to come.
Yeah, I don't think that she killed him.
That was the case.
No, I suppose that does make sense. Then what are we going to do? How will we find him? Short of wandering around in the streets, I can tell you what he looks like.
Well, that's a start, but how long has this affair been happening?
I don't know. I suspect several weeks.
And you've known about it this entire time? And how long has he been gone for?
2 nights now.
And
that lines up with what she said.
And did you confront him about the affair, or are you more with it? I mean, you have a baby.
If I confronted him and he left us, what would that help? That wouldn't help me. That would not achieve anything. As long as he kept coming home to us every night, I kind of just assumed, take what you can get.
I mean, it's still an income, unless you have another means of income, and then if I do find him, I can punish him for infidelity. That isn't, that is not
I don't wish him punished. I just wish him found safe and sound. Really? If that is even possible.
That's weird. Okay.
Does he have any places he regularly goes, or where's his job? What's his job?
I really don't know. I get the suspicions that some of the things he did were not altogether on the up and up. I do remember the day before he disappeared, he got up very early one morning. I asked him where he was going, and he got very short with me and said, "None of your business, woman." And I said, "Well, it is my business." And he said, "Look, it doesn't matter. I'm going to Hennings, and that's all you need to know." And I assume he refers to Gunther Hennings. He lives not too many streets from here, and there's always a strange goings-on there.
Oh. Tell this dwarf over here. I'm going to point at Catskaya. Good with directions.
This is, yes, I don't know exactly what Gunther Hennings is into, but I have a feeling it is nothing too savory. But then when you live in this part of Naun, sometimes you have to bend a few rules in order to make ends meet.
I'm going to cross my arms. Well, I think you should know that if I do find him and he turns out that he has been involved with unsavory things, I may have to punish him anyway.
I'd rather him be punished but safe than what else may ever have happened to him.
Fair enough.
He is not one for drinking, so it is not like he would get drunk and leave and not return or come back in the early hours of the morning drunk as a skunk. He was always one to come home every evening. So it is very strange that he should be gone now these 2 nights.
Did he have any other appetites?
Well, fairly attractive women carrying swords seems to be one of them.
Okay.
I mean, I know I am not as attractive as Mira, but I do my best. I cook. I clean what can be cleaned. And I take care of our child. I've tried to be a good wife to him.
Considered picking up fencing?
Fencing? No, I'm no good with arts and crafts of any kind.
Mira did say that she didn't want to be tied down to anything or anyone, so it was just a fling.
Well, it is kind of you to say that to try to put my mind at ease. But, I suspect she cares about him at least a small amount, otherwise why would she care to have him found?
She could have given us more information instead of sending us to someone who didn't have any information.
Well, maybe she doesn't have any either.
I mean, she did offer to take us here.
Can we get a physical description of him?
Yes, he is tall,
People,
lean, has dark hair. No visible marks or anything. He is a fairly plain-looking man, really.
But now every time we encounter a guy, we're going to be like, is he plain looking?
Yes, 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 yes.
Any scars?
Do you have a police sketch artist at all? I could give him a description.
I'm sorry, our agitator's in another party.
And what was he wearing when he stormed off that morning?
It's the same thing he always does. Brown shirt, black pants. It's all he owns. Much like me, really. This is the only dress I have. It's a very nice dress you're wearing, by the way. Did you make it yourself?
I did, actually.
Oh, well,
I came from very, very modest beginnings myself.
Oh, well, you seem to have, risen your horizons, and, if I had not gotten married so young, perhaps I could have done something more adventurous with my life, too.
I'm just thinking she has very risen horizons.
It's never too late to devote your life to Verna.
This is, well, I don't know how useful I would be with a small baby carrying around everywhere. Don't know that the people in the temple would like the constant crying.
Oh, it's another soul for Verna. That sounds like
Start him off young, that's what I say.
never to learn justice. Just last night we taught a young boy about justice.
He says, well, as long as there is an understanding between justice and the needs of the poor, not everybody who bends the rules is necessarily bad.
But they need to learn to come. They need to be able to confess their sins and be.
Well, I will confess to you that I myself have stolen fruit and vegetables to feed my family in the past. Does that make me a bad person?
Okay, that's it. Show me your hands.
Put your hand right there, mallet.
Something like that is not significant enough for me to pay attention to, so I will pretend I did not hear it.
So I will pretend I did not say it.
I mean, this one's not my shield, but I did leave an identical one.
But I am sure if my beloved Abel has done anything, it will be of that sort of magnitude, nothing worse.
Okay. Directions to Hennig's place, you said?
Hennings? Gunther Hennings?
Hennings?
Yes. This is, I can... well, if you head out as the back door here... And rather than go through the detail, she'll give you directions. I will leave it at that. I'm assuming you're writing them down, so...
Yep. I wrote them all down.
Okay. She says, just be wary. He is quite a ruffian. And he may not be there by himself. He may have other equally rough folks with him. But hopefully my husband will be there.
for his profile, unsavory lad does major skullduggery, has skullduggerers.
There you go. That works. All the scuff words.
As the party leaves, I'm gonna hang back just a second.
Okay.
To be the last one out the door.
All right.
And I'm gonna reach into my coin purse and take out 4 gold crowns and place it on the table.
You're gonna do it, so I don't have to. Okay.
Well, but he's not going to do it until as she goes out the door. So
That's
if you're
true.
going to have an opportunity to do it, it'll be before then, right?
He's more generous than I was gonna be. I was just gonna, sort of reach up and like, kuchiku at the baby, and then I was gonna be like, it's a lovely child, and I'm gonna hold my hand out.
It is a purse of monies that I'm not going to give to you. I just wanted you to see how wealthy I am and how poor you are.
I'm gonna hold my hand out, sort of like to give her like a little shake.
Okay, she'll do so timidly.
And then I slip a gold crown into her hand.
Okay, she'll like...
And I don't actually acknowledge that I did it, and I'm just gonna be like, we'll do our best to find your husband, and walk out the door.
Okay, well, she's kind of dumbfounded at this point, so she doesn't... She'll say, thank you, as you... you'll hear her say it as you're out the door already.
And then 4 gold crowns go on the table after the 2 dwarves leave.
So you're still giving her the 4 gold crowns?
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that anyway, because...
Okay, well, she'll probably almost faint at that point.
Well, hopefully nobody else in town knows
5 gold
that she
crowns
has
is
it.
probably more than this family would see in a year.
Sure. For the baby. And then I'm gonna scurry.
He says, it is not for sale.
I don't want the baby just for the baby. Okay, bye.
I mean, someone hands you that sort of money to someone like that, it's a fair, reasonable assumption that is what you're trying to do, is buy the baby.
Right. I don't want to buy no baby.
Lena, did you pay taxes on that gift?
Not yet.
Are you evading the taxes? I've got a hammer too, you know.
I work for the church. No taxes for the
We're
church.
tax exempt.
Church is tax exempt.
Good.
All right. Well, you follow the directions, and that will bring you outside a much larger establishment. Considering how small her place was, really 2 rooms. Period. This looks like, by the number of windows and stuff around it, it looks like multiple rooms would be here at this place. While it is not a particularly fancy place, it is in a little bit more repair, and it is kind of getting towards the outskirts, closer to the edge of the western part of the city. So you're kind of moving your way. You're still in the slums, but you're kind of moving your way out of them at this point. This is kind of like low property value area versus Scumsville. And those tavern, I tell you, those people at the tavern are so loud.
I know, right?
I still hear them.
Crazy.
Okay.
What a loud bunch.
Oh, God, the people,
They got louder.
people on the streets are
They
even
got
louder. Ah, shut up, people.
What?
I said!
That's probably about
I
how
think
loud it
this
is
is
on the
it.
actual streets. Okay. Yeah, so you've all shown up outside the door. And just for chat, if you're watching, they're not able to see what you see. They're basically seeing the walls.
A big
but
black
it's a big
rectangle.
black box. A big black rectangle. Like that is what they see. Okay. Mardi Gras, yeah, people throwing beads vigorously.
I guess
Stop
just knock on the
littering.
door.
We're on Bourbon Street. That's
Right, that's
probably
it.
why it's.
Okay.
Give the door a couple thuds.
All right, you go up to the door. Initially, nothing. Then you hear a few kind of... few very kind of quick and low uttered words. Everybody give me a hearing perception check. to see if any of you is capable of putting any of the words together.
Is this before we knock or after?
After.
Yeah, I got one.
Okay. So you'll hear,
What do we do?
and then you'll hear,
You, in there. Open the door. Slowly. See who it is.
you'll hear a few footsteps. And an individual will kind of like poke his head out. He is wearing kind of like almost like a robe, but it's kind of like fitted at the waist and like.
Is he plain? Does he have any scars?
He is fairly plain. He has light brown hair. He's fairly young.
Ah,
Probably in his very early 20s. He says, "What do you want?"
Candygram.
Telegram from Mango.
well,
Oh my God,
actually,
I'm drawing
I'm
a
looking
blank.
for a Mr. Abel Bogfried. Heard he headed over this way.
We haven't
Seems he's
seen
gone missing.
anybody by that name. Don't know who you're talking about.
You sure he was
This is Hennings, yes.
Hennings? I have no idea what you're talking about.
All right.
Now,
come
I've been
on.
doing the day.
Hennings? Do we have to pay him?
He's kind of going back in, and looks like he's about to shut the door. Does anybody
I
wish
am
to do
pushing
anything?
the door.
Okay, so you're gonna like
This is
barge
Hennings.
forward and
This guy is
stop him
obviously
pushing the door.
lying.
Okay.
I mean, Keskaya would just put her foot in between the
Yeah, I was
door.
gonna say
Like,
stick the head of my hammer there. And...
Yeah.
I mean,
Like frozen.
if at least one of the dwarfs decides to give the door a good shove along with Lena, he's not going to be able to hold it back.
Oh yeah, let's knock this dude on his ass. He's lying to us.
He's lying to you, bastard guy.
Bogfried.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, put yourselves where you intend to barge into.
I am taking out my hammer.
Alright. There you go. Right, well you can
probably
see
do.
that there are 4 doors out of here. 2 on the right, 2 across from you. The fire is currently unlit. A large, kind of barrel-chested man with short grey hair, probably in his late 40s, abruptly stands up from behind a table. The young fellow that opened the door, once you kind of like barge the door open, he kind of like makes a fairly quick retreat back behind the table. The big individual kind of like glowers at you from the other side of the table as he stands up and says,
What is the meaning of this? Who the
Is
hell
his
are
voice
you?
the one that we heard saying "get in there"? you-
possibly, yes. Let's see how many successes. Kazadrin,
All of us except Nelwick.
looking at the degrees of success. Lena,
Oh.
yeah, you got 2 degrees of success. You'd recognize it was him.
Okay, well, first of all, I don't like being lied to, and I'm gonna look at the guy in the black robes.
This lied to. This is my house. You are not
So
welcome.
you're Hennings?
Get out.
Are
Yes,
you
I am
Hennings?
Hennings. Gunter Hennings.
Oh, okay.
I
Who
have-
else is here?
My friend here. My associate. That is all that is here. Now, what do you
No,
want,
see,
for pity's
I just
sake?
told you I don't like it when people lie to me. Please, who else?
I don't
is
like
here?
it when people break into my home uninvited.
Now, I'm going
Oh.
to give you to the count of 3. And
I
then
was
it will get
invited,
very
though.
ugly for you. You understand?
I was invited.
Who invited you? I certainly didn't, and it is my establishment.
Oh, the goddess of justice, Verna, invited me.
Oh, you're one of those, are you?
Yes, I'm one of those. Now, who else is here?
Oh, several other associates, all very well armed, I'm afraid. And about
Okay.
now, several of them went out the back door, and I'll be coming around to block your exit.
Oh, that's fine. Is
He says,
Abel
yes, it
here?
is very fine.
Is Abel here?
Abel, sorry, I don't know who you mean.
You're lying to me again.
Yes, exactly what I'm doing. I'm buying time to make sure my friends get in place, and by now they are. You are outnumbered 15. You are outnumbered. There are 15 of us all together. There are only 4 of you.
There are not 15 of you. You're lying to me again.
He says, you really are a bad judge of when someone is lying and when someone is
Oh, no,
telling
I'm
the
very
truth.
good judge.
He says,
And that's why I'm here.
Right, so how much is it? Just like a silver piece, tell us where he went.
no. I'm telling you, if you don't leave, you are all going to die here this day. You
And
did
I'm
not
just
do
telling
much
you, I
research,
just
did
want
you,
to
when
talk
you
to
come here
Abel.
I run a very interesting operation of hired thugs and thieves.
No. Shh. I don't want to know what you're doing, because then I'll have to deal with that. I am just here for Abel.
I don't know who Abel is.
Very plain-looking man.
I employ
Right?
many people that I do not ask the names of.
It was 2 days ago. He came in the morning, very early in the morning.
Well, he may
Seemed
have been
rather
one of the
upset.
runners.
He's a player. He has
Runners?
2 girlfriends and a baby.
I thought you said you didn't want to know about what we did.
Oh, that's what you mean by runner. Okay.
Well, she can't know. She has a penchant for justice, but we do have to find this man.
You won't find him here. I can assure you that the only thing you will find here is pain, misery, and death.
Oh, but
Oh,
could
we
you
don't
cut
want
the
any of that either.
dramatics?
He says, no, I don't need to cut the dramatics. I am telling you. You have been here long enough now that the streets behind you, there will be many men in position by now.
Yeah,
Why don't you
I'm
take a
behind
look?
me.
Have a look.
I'm looking to my left, right, and behind.
There is probably at least half a dozen guys that are all like now have appeared from the left and the right, all brandishing crossbows and cudgels and stuff.
I'm gonna push Kazkaya into the door more. At seeing this, if she lets me.
Yeah,
And
you're
I'm
not
gonna close
pushing
the
that
door.
dwarf without closing the door
Yeah.
behind you.
I'm closing the door for you, and it's like,
He says,
guess
"Oh."
we're bitch. Yeah. Cool.
Do you still think I am lying?
Well, I mean, you'll be dead first, and then we'll kill them behind us. You know, we've done it before. I mean, this bitch has killed a cave troll. You know, I want to like gesture at Kazkaya.
I am no fool. I am sure that your dwarven friends are very capable combatants. And even though I am quite skilled with an axe myself, I do not think that for 1 second I could best all 4 of you. But, and
Well,
with
you're
that,
the
he
one
kind
that
of
runs
like,
things, right?
he whistles, and this door bursts open, and a guy comes out of here with a sword. He says, but I feel fairly sure that my 2 friends can occupy you long enough for the rest of my comrades to burst in here, and against the numbers that we will put against you, sooner or later, some of us will die, but all of you certainly will. Is that why you came here?
So if you're the leader, that means you pay them, right?
They share in the profits. A very small,
you're the one that runs
meager
things.
amount of profits. Yes. It is my organization.
I'm just gonna whisper to Kazkai, alright, so we just gotta kill him.
She'll pull out her axe. If you're telling her to go, she'll go for this.
Wait. I have an idea.
Right, you'll feel the door handle be tried behind you. I'm assuming you're gonna stop it, or try to, or are you gonna let it
I
open?
would.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, you'll push me out of the way.
Alright, when you try to open it, and you're kind of blocking it, you'll hear... Are you okay in there, boss? Should we break in through the windows? He says, no need. They are just leaving.
This is a window, right, Gore?
Yes.
Is it open, shuttered?
It's got a shutter, but it shutters from the inside, so you could open the shutter and look out.
Okay, I'm gonna open the shutter and look out. And can I open the window a little bit?
You could.
I want to be able to speak through it.
Uh-huh.
So my tiny little head's gonna poke through and be like, to whoever's at the door.
There's about half a dozen people out there.
Excuse me, guys. How much is your boss paying you?
They are kind of like all looking at each other. He says, are you sure you're okay in there, boss?
No. Talk to me. How much are they paying you? Really?
He says, you're wasting your time. This is a syndicate.
Shut up.
He says, if you tell me to shut up again in my own establishment, I will kill you.
Hey.
Well, my head was outside, so it's not inside, technically, because I'm poking my head outside. But
Right
still.
here, don't mind him. He's deputized.
We're all gonna die.
Really?
Take care of
guys,
this problem
outside.
for me, will you?
How much are they paying you? Outside, really? I want to know.
He opens this door and goes through it.
Cascaya. He's running.
He didn't run, he just strolled through, but from inside the closed door, he'll say, "This really is your last chance to walk out of here alive, you know."
I'd say we take it. We aren't getting any information. This isn't going forward.
How else are we gonna find this man?
Talk to somebody else in a little while. It's not a big deal. We just need to
give,
be alive to do it.
Let's Nelwick. I would like you to give me a charm skill roll, please.
Shit.
Like, I don't doubt that we need to leave. It's just like, I'm just like, we were told to come here.
It's so bad.
I was so close.
Uh-huh. Well, you have all your fortune points back, but you really have a piss poor chance anyway. The question is,
If I do it and it works, it'll be amazing.
Truth?
I mean, listen, considering everyone in my party has like 2 fortune points and I have 3 because I'm a halfling, I'm gonna do it.
Alright. Unless there's anything you want to do to add to try to improve your outcome.
I mean, you could pull up the bag and shake it, maybe.
I mean, yeah,
might get us
I
killed.
could do that. Well, I mean,
Go big or go home?
I'm gonna show a gold coin out the window and say again, really, how much are they paying you?
If you're going to put a gold up, I'll give you a plus 10.
I need it. Fortune point. Let's go. No. Oh.
Do another,
No.
please. We need them.
I'm sad.
We're gonna die.
That's just mean. All right. Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the guy in black and the other guy and go, do you really not know where Abel is? Just tell me straight.
Well, they're not
That's
gonna
all we're
know.
here for. We don't care what you're doing.
He's a runner.
Probably should.
They both kind of look at each other. And then they kind of acknowledge the kitchen door is ludicrously close to them. And they go, "I have no idea who you're talking about. Is this Abel?"
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here.
I mean, it's very obvious by the way that these people are all acting. They're kept in line by fear. They're not kept in line by good wages or being treated well.
I'm gonna take a few steps forward and I'm gonna say, blink if you want us to take him out. You guys can take over whatever's going on here. We'll get rid of the big guy.
Dude. Okay. You give me a charm roll, but you got a minus 20, because it is not something that they would go for easily.
Can you roll a negative? Let's see.
Look, this is where Spook's gonna. Never.
Oh,
I'm gonna try one more time.
She's not got a terrible chance at it, even with the
Yeah, your
minus.
charm. Jesus, that's with the minus 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh, is this considered fellowship?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, then you would.
Oh, I have a 5% bonus to that.
Your target's 26.
So your target would be 26, yes. But the fellowship bonus should already be built into your fellowship stat.
Is
Should
it
be.
though? I don't know if I have it put in there.
It should be.
Well, there's +5 and +5. So if you put 5 points into fellowship,
is there a
no,
+5 in?
I see
it.
it.
It is. Okay, yeah. Be under modifier.
See? Yeah,
I mean, again, if you want to reroll, unless you want to try to do anything to edge your bets.
I'm gonna pull a Nelwick. I know you said it was fear, but I'm gonna pull like.
Hey, there's fear, and then there's fear. Fear can be overcome with the right motivations.
I'm gonna pull 20 gold crowns
Holy
out
shit,
and
okay.
set them on the table.
If you're gonna put 20 gold crowns on the candle,
out, set them on the table, and I'm gonna lean forward and say, "Did I mention that one's a troll slayer?"
Okay. In that case, instead of a -20, I would give you a +10. 20 gold is a hell of a motivation for piss poor peasants. I mean, okay. This one, seeing the gold and look it up, he's like, and as soon as he realizes the other one's like, and thumps him in the arm, like, stop. He says, and then after blinking so vigorously, he says, no, we don't know who Abel is, so, piss off, you.
And I'm loudly gonna go, "Oh shucks, guys, we should leave. They're not gonna help."
I will make sure that they leave, and I'll follow them to make sure they get out of the streets.
Let's go, guys.
What
That
are
one
you doing?
scares me.
Shh. Shut your mouse. Come on, you. Get out. Before you make the boss very angry, and we have to kill you.
Opens the door.
Come on, get out. They're leaving. The ruffians all kind of like part, creating like a horrible little tunnel of death that you have to walk through as they're all like looking at you, glowering.
I just climbed through the window. I don't fucking care. Scramble out the window. Meet up with her.
All right. He will follow you out. Get out of here. Go on. Down the street. You better not turn around. I'll stab you.
We going this way?
Yes, that's it. That way. Go, go.
Oh,
Go on now. Get out of here. And you, get out. Go on. You better
I
get
feel
out
like
of
we
here.
just
I
lost
will
all that
stab you.
money.
Well,
Yes.
I'm not leaving. I'm gonna turn back around and make sure he's coming with us.
Yeah, he's like pushing you away from the crowd and following you down the side street.
I guess they don't want us to kill him. Okay.
I didn't know we could hold out a whole money purse. Look back to Lena as I pocket my single gold piece.
Well, once you're further away and you're out of earshot at the house, you guys kind of notice that he snatched that gold off the table as he left. So he's now like 20 gold richer. He's like,
If I were him, I wouldn't go back.
look, I can't help you overthrow Gunther Hennings. He has very unpleasant connections. But
I understand.
but 20 gold, I can tell you a little something about your friend that you're looking for.
That is the worst payout for 20 gold I've ever seen.
He says, he's a tall, lean man, very plain, dark hair. I'm kidding. Wait, we know that! He says, he was operating for Hennings, but he happened to have, some rather large gambling debts. I don't think Hennings has anything to do with him disappearing, but I have a horrible feeling that the Persecutor has him.
Persecutor.
Oh, the Persecutor, he is a very special technician that works for one of the large crime bosses that operates here in Nuln. He has a way of, punishing people. A very long, drawn-out process.
a very painful, long, and drawn-out process. I have a feeling that Abel has fallen afoul to him. The reason I believe this to be true is because I heard mentions that somebody said to Hennings, don't expect to see Abel back, but Krugerhausen said that he would be reimbursed for the loss of his employee.
Krugerhausen.
Dieter Krugerhausen. He is also known as the Persecutor. He used to be a professional torturer for a Elector Count. And, since then, he now operates very exclusively for some rather unpleasant individuals. I believe your friend has fallen afoul to him. If it has only been 2 days, he probably is still alive. Dieter Krugerhausen is renowned for being able to keep somebody on the brink of death for as much as a week. What condition you find your friend in, on the other hand, I do not know.
And where will we find this persecutor?
Okay, with that he says, follow me.
We could follow this guy, but we won't follow that lady.
She wanted to go at night. I ain't doing nothing at night. If I can help it.
So he'll lead you almost to the wall. Very, you're at this point you continue to go further west. The streets now are less slum-like, but still very plain. And you've noticed that he keeps kind of mentally counting in his head. And after a while you realize he's counting drain hole covers to the sewers below.
Oh.
Eventually you get to a point and he says, "Is this fun? I have seen an associate of Dieter Krugerhausen disappeared down this drain hole once before. I followed him out of curiosity. I'm pretty sure that if you go down there, you'll be able to find your way to the Persecutor's secret study, if you wish to call it that. Lab, torture emporium, house of pain.
Man cave.
Sure. I understand he gets great sick pleasure from doing such things.
How many people are under his employ?
Honestly, I do not know, but I'm sure that he does not work alone.
Okay, good to know.
So if we go down there, we'll be very obvious and very loud, and they'll know
I suggest you don't be loud. I suggest you try to be quiet.
Yeah, look who I'm traveling with, guy. We're not exactly subtle.
I'm not returning back to Gunter Henning's employ.
I was about to suggest that.
I, in fact, will be heading down to the docks to find myself a boat and get the fuck out of here as quickly as possible. I very much appreciate you funding my future.
Yeah, like a flower shop or something?
Sure, whatever. That sounds great.
I was going to suggest that because one of your friends back there may
I'm sure that they have already told Gunther Hennings, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're not coming this way to find us, so perhaps we should part ways quickly. Enjoy your sewers. I hope you find Abel.
Enjoy your sewers.
And I will bid you good day. I'm so glad I didn't get killed.
Yeah. Us too, so far.
Oh, no, we will be going back for Gunter eventually, but
Gunter is now suddenly on the wanted list.
Oh, so if we survive this, we're gonna... Okay, got it.
Nettlewick, weren't you listening? There are crime bosses.
Yeah, multiple crime bosses.
Yes, multiple. That means we have our work cut out for us, isn't it great?
I don't think we can do that
Only
all
got
in a week.
1 week to do it.
Yeah, what Kazatrin said. He knows what he's
So we
talking
best
about.
get going then, and I'm gonna start going down into the sewer drain.
Kaya's gonna try to cover her face with something.
Yeah, we
Oh,
had
like
better
a
rolls
mask
last
or
time we did
something.
that.
Yeah.
To avoid
No,
any
I just-
unpleasantness.
She's gonna take a drink before she goes down too.
Well, I mean, with the way your hair reeks, you're probably just used to it.
Pull your beard up over your
Soak
mouth
that
and
thing
use
in
it as a
animal
filter.
fat, like it's.
Take my braids.
I'm following Kazadrin down into the sewers.
Okay.
Look, filth is one thing. Sewage is something entirely different.
I'm just
I'm
behind
just trying
you
to say, you
squeaking
could probably
with
start
excitement.
a flower shop with 10 gold crowns. You didn't need 20 to open a flower shop.
All right. Before I put you on this map, I need to check something.
Spook, I definitely got a sense of the 25 gold joke from way back when.
All right.
we
Yes.
started
So
how we
this is a dynamic
I want to make
lighting
sure they
map.
turned on him.
So this is a dynamic lighting map, which basically means. So what order are you guys going down?
And money doesn't mean anything to me.
Kazadrin,
Okay, that's
Elwick,
first.
and whoever's after.
Because Kaya would go as soon as like
Yeah.
Okay, let me zoom.
as soon as
out of it.
Kazrin started, because Kaya would be like, "Oh, we're going."
I gotta get this to a point where.
So we only have
Roll
a week,
20
and
will
there's
actually
a
allow
I'm the
me
only
to-
one I
crime
think that
bosses.
can't probably see down here, so I guess I'll go last and I'll be listening to make sure nobody's following us.
Gotta zoom in to be able to get it to where chat can see you as you drop in.
Yeah, silly human can't see in the dark.
Every time I'm in a
All right, I'm
sewer,
gonna leave you guys where you are currently, and then I'll put you on the map as necessary. So do me a favor and leave your tokens alone until we get to that point. Okay, let's go ahead and. All right, so right now, if you're watching, this is kind of what is seen by
Oh,
Kazadrin.
Jesus.
It's large, empty blackness.
It will be until I move you inside the lighting area.
That's okay. I just didn't know where to. Like, I was zoomed way in,
All right, can you?
trying to figure out where I would be zoomed in on.
You guys are
Oh,
over here.
is this the map that
Oh,
may cause
okay,
us to
cool.
lag out?
It is not. No, this is a very small dynamic lighting map. The map that I was referring to is 20 times this size.
Gee,
God.
And it's for Thursday, Gore?
I didn't say that either, did I? I just said it wasn't for Monday.
Oh,
He
okay.
just said it wasn't Curse of Straw.
It's
It
not
wasn't for
Curse of
Curse of
Strahd,
Strahd,
and it's
right.
not this, it's something
No.
else. I see.
All right, so yeah, Kazadrin. Here you are in the darkness. You have natural night vision, so you can see to some degree.
But you can only see forward. This is evil.
Well, yeah, because you don't have eyes in the back of your head.
Yeah,
You
I
can
feel
only
like the
see
game
in
should
your
always look like this.
field of vision.
Yeah, I guess I'll just kind of step off to the side and let other people funnel in. at
Okay,
that
who's
point.
coming down next?
Me, Nelwick, who also has night vision.
Y'all keep rubbing it in. We know everybody but me.
All right, Nelwick drops in.
I have dark vision.
You do.
It's Bertilda with being able to read all over again.
Yeah, I'll step to the side.
Okay.
Two, of course, I'll have to look to see where's Kazadrin. Oh, I see him. Okay. He blends right in.
Gotta kind of twist around.
Yeah.
All right, in drops down into the stinky water. Kezkiah. So think of these sewers as kind of like large circular pipes. The water is running through the center of them. If you kind of walk right along the curvature part, you can kind of be out of the water. Otherwise, you're about ankle deep in the sewage water.
Oof. Yeah, I see no one, so I'm just gonna hang out slightly off to the
You
side.
should be able to see him if you look to the left and right.
We're right here. We just blend pretty well into things.
Holy smokes!
Yeah. This is a difficult one.
It's because this is like night vision, so there's no actual light at all, so you're really only seeing like infrared.
I think like the light towards my screen, trying to keep myself lit, was like glaring off of it. Although I still really can't see very well.
And then finally,
guys, do you want to?
I'm gonna do something just to make it a little easier for you. Hang on. I'm gonna put.
It's fine. I'll navigate by echolocation.
Right, there you go.
Like a bat.
You can see like.
I can barely see in the square in front of me.
Yeah, exactly, because it's pitch black. So unless any of you want to create a light source, it's gonna be tough.
Do you guys want a light source, or do you
Try.
want to...
Let me do something real quick. Let me see if turning that off. See what that does. Hold on. Oh, I didn't save it.
Navigate via hearing.
And you just follow along if we need you.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay.
You don't need me because I can't see.
well,
unless you want me to whip out a torch or something.
No, how about we go without light first? You just put your hands on our shoulder, and we guide you until you need to see, and then we'll.
Sure.
It's so hard when you're like on these maps and you can't see squat.
I mean, all we see is just a bunch of red.
I can't see either.
Yeah, we just see a bunch of red.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
I need to emphasize how much trust Lena is putting in you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, trust. We're the deputies. We got you.
Which way do we want to go?
That's 160. Okay.
Well, you guys know your stonework. You take us on a journey.
Let's go that way, and you're just gonna feel the wind as I gesture with my hammer.
It's gonna hit
out of the
all
way of it, yeah.
It's like right at a wall.
Well, you've got 3 directions you can go.
I'll grab the hammer and just be like, follow along.
Follow the yellow brick
And,
road.
I guess I'll start.
Well,
heading
seeing as
down
Lena
this way.
can't see, I will move Lena for her, and
Yay.
and assuming she's walking with her arm on the shoulder of one of Khazadrin, then.
I'm gonna start walking this way.
Okay.
Aye, deputy.
All right. So don't move any further than your actual normal movement at a time. So if you're walking, basically it's 3 or 4 squares or whatever.
Hey, Shagan, I'm gonna need you to not do that, because when you start doing that, I think that we're about to run into something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
Wait,
taking this at a slow
what's
pace because
this?
we're also trying to
No,
be
don't.
quiet.
What the fuck is this, Gore?
Oh, come on,
How
Gore.
dare you?
Oh
That's
my God.
mean.
Okay, initiatives.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's
We're
friggin'
starting to see
beneath the
hallucinations
veil.
They're
already.
trolling you. They're trolling you. There's nothing there.
It's beneath the veil all over again when I was
Yeah.
off in the dark and
Like
then
2 at
turned
a
around.
time, because I don't want to be fast. I'm just kind of inching along the wall,
Hold on.
listening for like any
I've got to
hints.
change this.
I'm
to
on the
custom.
opposite wall, but
Yeah, hold on.
following. Okay.
I got to change the map scale to be.
I'd almost forgotten about that. Wandered off in the dark, turned around, and there was a giant scorpion right behind me, and it was just like, well, shit.
Right. Okay, there you go. It's nice and dark and scary down here.
Gosh,
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
really
wanna
scared.
move
I
quick.
saw something. I can see.
Oh shoot! Now we
Lean-
can see like way further. Okay.
What could possibly be in the sewers? In Warhammer.
I don't know, a
Nothing.
2-headed rat that one-shots the person we paid to guide us, maybe?
Yeah, nothing big. It's fine, guys. Don't worry.
The rat catcher.
I'm gonna
He
get
caught that rat all right. He caught its hands.
Right.
and teeth. Mostly teeth. It was a lot of teeth. It was 2 sets of teeth.
All right, Kazadrin, you set the pace.
Okay, I'm just kind of inching, but I'm gonna get to here and kind of stop and be like, there's 2 passageways on the left side.
I only see one.
There's one close and one far.
Check
One
it.
very, very far.
Oh.
Oh, hang on. I think I know why. 1 second. Let me just check something.
Is my vision correct? Because I can see pretty far.
Did you get magic vision?
Dark.
No, I think
it's because it's 24 yards. Yeah, no, it seems.
Ready for Gore to move a token and it be something terrifying.
it's
and it
because-
just whizzes by me.
30 yards is our vision.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing a
in
little
darkness.
Yeah, I've got you set to 60.
Thanks, Gore.
far. Yeah, bonus info. I love the buff.
God damn it, Satch. Why do you got a meta?
Well, I say it out loud so we all know. Okay.
Right, hold on. I'm fixing this. I'm fixing this for everybody.
Guys, all of a sudden my vision got really good and it's back to normal now, but
Yeah,
this is what I saw.
yours hasn't changed.
I was inspired by the light of Sigmar.
Blessed Sigma. Okay, there you
See
go. That's
around
better.
corners.
Alright, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Yeah.
are.
There's a way to the left. Just one, not two.
And it continues forward, further down.
And I bet there's a left down there as well. Just odds are.
Probably.
I'm gonna go to this corner and peer in.
All right, let's see what he sees, shall we, folks?
I don't
There's-
like that.
Another manhole cover?
Yep. Manhole covers would be up. They're all above.
But I mean, obviously, there's like a way to ascend and descend, like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
ladder.
yeah. Ladders.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ladder going up. It's another manhole cover, or exit.
Good to know. I mean, I can't see, so it's not good for me to know, but I'm sure it's good for someone.
Do we go south or continue straight?
Do we want to hug the wall so we don't miss anything, or do we want to try our luck and hopefully miss some things?
Is there any like air movement in this place? That like,
It's very stagnant. There's a little bit when you go when you wander below a manhole cover, but
okay. You know what? What should we do?
Well, I
The-
feel like if they were using
just for
manhole-
full disclosure, the manhole covers are not like solid. They've got like some kind of patterned metal weave, so there's like little bits of light shine down, almost like a scattering. But it's so little that it basically illuminates the bottom of the ladder, and that's about it.
Well, he said that he saw someone go into the one we just came from, right?
Yeah,
So
I
I would
would have
have
gone
to
through
think,
that one if it was closer. Yeah.
right? I would have to think that where we're heading has to be relatively close to that one.
Or they
Actually,
were
really,
just-
a really good point. Straight we go.
Still kind of just listening down the tunnel to see if there's any.
Well, I can't see, so that's all I'm
Oh,
doing.
guys, there's another left ahead.
What are the odds? I was right. My gut told me there was, and there is.
If you keep doing that one, look back where we were, which may actually be kind of what we're after.
Go round in a complete sewer circle.
Oh, there's another manhole, so our other theory is scratch.
Well, hold on a second, and I'm going to approach said manhole cover ladder, and I'm
Okay.
going to look up. Is it the street above me, or could
There
this
is
be
a
like
street up there, yes.
Maybe
So,
we should have been filling the walls.
So I'm going to return to Kazatrin and be like, maybe we should have gone south instead of straight.
Oh, it's
Because-
around the next corner, do we know?
No, but if there's another manhole cover, why would they go in the one that we went down and not the other one? This one, like Lena said.
Do you think that the person he saw coming down here was a human?
What do you think they were, like a Skaven or something? Aren't those all dead?
Well, I'm just thinking, if he saw someone come down here and they were human.
It would need light.
Yes.
I'm gonna check around the next corner.
Okay.
And I'm just thinking that if I came down here and I didn't have any light.
There's another corner. And probably another left further down.
I'm sticking back with Lena just because
Yeah,
everyone's gone.
Let's have Khazadrin and Nelwick make a perception skill roll, hearing based, please.
Come on. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Do you wish to re-roll that or no?
That's okay.
Okay. In the very far distance of this tunnel, with your little halfling ears, you hear splash, 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 like
Coming closer or further away?
Uh,
Or kind of just in the distance.
in the distance. But it seems to have you hear it like something's moving, but like with a broken movement.
There's something down there. I can't see it, but it's having fun in the sewage.
Probably a rat.
It's too big to be a rat. Too big to be a conventional rat.
I'm gonna look up to where Cascayan, and you're gonna see this halfling go kind of
And you're gonna be here because you were hanging onto his shoulder. So
Oh yeah, then I would have followed.
yeah.
Okay.
Come on, a big rat then.
Well, if there's no light source, then it can't be a human. I'm just gonna sing song. I am in way too good a mood for where we are.
You're just happy you got people to help you seek justice is all.
Here we are in the sewers of crap.
Yeah, I'm gonna edge forward and then peer.
I'm not gonna let him do that alone, so.
Well, I see something.
Well, I guess if you're not gonna let him do that alone, I can't let you do that alone. Because
He peers down into the darkness.
Is that just like refuse?
Maybe it is. It looks like what you can see it to be in this dark.
Gore, if you throw another rust monster at me, I swear to God. just saying. Just
what's the
saying.
equivalent of that in Warhammer? Probably
Death.
something way worse.
Just death.
You can now
Imagine
hear.
a really big mouth and it's running at you.
You can now hear splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash, splish, splash, and it is actively getting louder at this point, and it is coming from that direction.
Oh.
And it's moving
Oh.
towards you.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
back up
turn
and take my
and
Cause
hold
sling
my
out.
Kaya's-
shield up yet.
Yeah, Keskaya is ready to go.
Shield and hammer.
And
Take
of
out my
course,
sling.
you would be here. Okay. Right, we're gonna look at this from your perspective. There you are. Okay.
I might want to take a step back if they're getting ready to fight. I don't wanna be
Yeah.
in the way.
You might want a light.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back and
God, that is a very large rat.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back and I'm gonna pull out a
I
torch,
can't
but I'm
see
not gonna light it yet.
anything.
What is a
yeah.
pink monstrosity? What is
Yeah,
that?
I'm going to kind of scoot to the side so that shooting can happen, but also so that Keskaya can be next to me because, oh my god,
Gore,
it's the thing! It's the
chicken?
thing!
It's like a
No,
pink chicken?
no, it's like an orkling. It's like a baby orc thing. What are they called?
It's
Oh,
a
don't say baby
squig.
orc.
Quig!
Oh, it's a squig!
So
Oh,
basically,
yeah.
Oh god!
running
cute,
running
though.
through the darkness, is this horrific Fleabag? What's up? Thank you for the cheer. Is a horrific big. Imagine, if you will, a horrific space
I really don't
hopper. You know
want
what
to.
kids have? Those space hoppers that you sit on and they bounce. Imagine one of those that is about 7 to 8 feet tall.
It's that tall?
It's big. It's like filling up the vast majority of the sewer. It's clearly overfed.
Okay, so I was thinking that Lena might be one of those chicks that's like, oh, it's so cute, but I don't think that she would say that.
It is far from cute. Yeah, there you go. If you want to see what a squig looks like, there's a picture of one that just.
I love them.
I get like.
I really
real,
don't.
I get real like Langolier vibes from these things.
Oh God.
Feet, you know.
So basically, squigs usually hop. It can't hop. There's no room for it to hop. And you're lucky, because they can hop like 60 yards and land on you mouth first. So at least you've got that going for you. But out of the dark, this thing is hurtling towards you, mouth open, teeth baring, a big, horrible tongue wagging, multiple eyes, huge big feet with big gnarly claws. What the is this thing doing down the sewers? It's quite disturbing. However, because it is so unpleasant, I just need to check something for you.
Oh God, do we need to make rolls?
Oh, you may.
You won't. You can't see anything. You're fine. Don't worry.
If you can't see it, all you've got is your own natural fears to scare you.
You can't actually be scared of it until you see it.
The thing is, Lena's stupidly unafraid of most things.
Yeah.
When she probably
She's never
should be.
seen something so cute as this.
It's really not. I remember seeing a picture of it before, and I was like, God, I never want to see one of those.
Oh, they're lovely. Delicious. Okay, let me
Also,
see
I
here.
have to admit, when you were like, it's pink, it's hideous, I wasn't thinking of one of these. I was like, what in the Valentine's Day? Like, if any of you have played Pal World, there's like a pal that's like, it's called Lavender or something like that, and the description of it is, it's creepy.
Right.
Just know that it's really creepy.
As long as it's not covered in bombs, we're okay.
That's the wrong one of those. One sec.
I remember researching these when I was getting into 40K, and there was a Reddit post that said, "Getting squiggy with it, a history of squigs."
Getting squiggy with it. La, la,
It's
la,
like,
la, la,
that's
la.
adorable.
That's what I'm looking for right there. Okay. Page 108. I'll check on the.
I love squigs. We're all gonna die. I say that every show at least twice.
You do, but that's okay. It's kind of like
It's kinda,
Because it could be true.
You know,
True.
I like being wrong because we haven't died yet.
and we've come close.
Yeah, we've come close, and this system pretty much guarantees it. So
It makes it quite possible, yeah.
we're gonna die.
Charlie, don't ever say that again, because Spook is the player in this party who would make it a pet.
I thought
She
about
did
it until
that
he said it was
before.
8 feet
She
tall.
has
and I
done
was
things
like,
like that before.
Oh, Timifer. I was actually
Timifer.
thinking pink Timifer.
A
Before
pink
I could see it,
Instead of
I
a
was like,
green
is pink-
Timifer, a pink
Is
Timifer?
pink Timifer coming
I
to
was
join
thinking
this party?
that exactly until he said it was 8 feet tall, and then I was like, no. Mm-mm.
Well, I mean,
It's
Timifer was a
Timifer's
part of a
mom.
part of a larger blob.
Yeah. Remember we brought Timifer back to its mom.
And then it killed us. it killed me anyway.
Look,
It
I
killed
didn't
me
die.
anyway.
It killed
Look,
two of
I
us.
haven't died in any of our campaigns yet. I'm really excited for it to be this one.
Right.
Yeah, but not. To be fair, one of those campaigns you played a child, and you don't want to kill a child in a game, right?
Yeah, you do.
I thought that was going to be the Valentine's Day surprise, was you got Shaggot children to kill.
I mean, I'll kill a child on the show, but not Nat.
I'll chill a Kyle.
Oh,
I'll
Charlie,
chill-
that sounds
I'll
awesome.
chill the Kyle.
I'll chill a Kyle.
I'll chill a Kyle.
I want a squig mount.
We'd have to play as orcs.
Night goblins ride squigs. They're
Yeah.
about the only thing stupid enough to do it.
Chill a Kyle.
Okay, here we are. All right.
Squigs are awesome.
So,
What a guy.
So furry.
Not even a
Kazkaya
little
is
bit.
instantly
look
much
furry.
more invested in this adventure.
Now,
Instantly.
all of a sudden, there are things that might kill you. That's
That's
more.
right.
It's much more interesting.
Absolutely. I thought this was going to be a week of no near-death experiences.
Oh no, we can definitely. Make
It
some of those
wasn't
happen.
enough of a rush that we had 15 people surrounding us.
No,
because
because they're just people, and like she can't die to that. So
Right.
there's sort of like a rule in regaining honor that you can't die in that way.
Yeah, you can't die poorly. You have to die well, right?
Yeah,
We would have died trying to take out one of the crime bosses.
that's
or one of
dying
their
poorly.
minions.
That's a bunch of humans. That's dying very poorly.
That's
Well, then
weak.
You just can't die.
Shit's
Yo,
weak.
Nat, that's racist, yo.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's Kazkaya.
Well, as a fellow human,
Kazkaya's a dwarf. They are
I
kind of
mean,
racist.
that might be
Okay.
racist in Warhammer, but if
Well, that's
you
what I
put it
mean. Yeah.
into it's kind of badass if you think about it. I could have died to no human.
Y'all are inferior combatants. I have no business dying to you people.
It's sort of
Yeah.
like, you know, whenever we almost died to, or I almost died to the dwarves who had no honor. And
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
would've
I
sucked.
can't die to these guys.
Oh my god, that would have been the end. That would have just
It would've
done
been
it.
ugly.
I don't think I would have used any of my points. I'd be like, I have to reroll. Like, she can't come back from this.
Right.
Oh my
Like,
gosh,
you're
this
too
is a
far
furry?
gone.
Can you imagine Squig that's like covered in pink fur?
Oh, they come in all sorts.
Yeah,
Like-
there's all
like
kinds of squigs.
This but pink, like a shag carpet all over it. Then I really want it as my mount. Then
There's
I can get like some
squigs that
furry
make
dice
fuel
and like
for
hang it
mecha
off
in
its
their
face.
Gotcha.
bellies.
Well, as
Funny gold at it.
as
Do you
squig,
think that would
squig
work,
things
Pepper?
happen. Let's do a thing.
Oh.
Yeah! We're fighting it.
All right, everybody. I'm assuming. Well, you're going to fight it or be eaten, one or the other, because I don't think you can outrun this thing. Initiatives,
Do I have to tell you my answer
please.
yet?
Here's the in it.
Satch already rolled hers.
Yeah, I rolled another one because that one's far away and this one's here.
And this one's better, so we're taking it. Right. Right. So Khazadrin is on a 39. Nelwick is on a predictably high 53.
You might want a light source.
I mean, if y'all tell me y'all want one, I'll give you one. But like otherwise, I'm gonna
Lena
not wanna give
36.
anybody away.
Kezkaya
Yeah, I pretty much shouted that as I pulled up my
29.
shields. So you're gonna want to be able to
Alrighty.
see.
Well, okay.
And agility. So Squig's initiative is. Yeah. One thing they are is agile little bastards.
Oh,
59.
Damn, plus 56.
Whoa!
They have an a standard agility of 56, yes.
I mean, you probably could have
you
just
didn't
said
beat
it goes
that?
Well,
first.
it might not have done, because if I'd have rolled low enough...
Nella could beat it technically.
You... Actually, no, you couldn't have, so
No, yeah.
true.
Oh, with the exploding.
But,
dice, maybe, right?
as it's bouncing down towards you, Nelwick, you could get a shot off before it gets to you at long range.
I am absolutely doing that.
Alrighty.
Take my sling, aim it with a half action, shoot it with another half action. High percent chance to hit, which means I'll probably miss.
Probably piss
Yeah.
it off.
Oh, there we go.
Well, there's not much else to hit.
It's hard to hit anything else on a squig, really. Oh, it's a good
11.
shot, though.
It's all body.
Yeah, it's like taking up most of the tunnel. I mean, you'd be
Right.
surprised if I missed it. All right.
Thank God for that sling. Blessed Sigmar.
And they have
Blessed
no...
Sigmar.
They have no armor as such, so that kind of helps. So you get an 11. Okay. All right. Your sling looses a bullet into the dark. Is Lena lighting up a light source here, or are you staying in
Yep.
the dark? Literally.
Khazadrin told me to give him a light source, so
Yeah?
I'm lighting a torch.
Okay.
Stealing ready for a hit. I'm assuming there's a brace mechanic.
Emit light.
Open
It's a torchlight, you say?
Yes.
And now,
Why is it so pink?
hey, blessed chaos. All right, there you go. So now you've got like torchlight. I don't think I have an option to color it.
So from behind you, you just hear, "Aw, ooh."
126.
Oh, I do have a... Oh, no, we don't like that. We don't like that at all. It looks like you're living in urine.
I mean,
Oh, wait, you are in the sewer. No, we'll leave the light as it is.
Welcome to the piss hole.
Total light should not be 22 yards, so that should be... I'm going to bring that down. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, so there's your torch light. All right, so now it will be down to initiatives after the first shot. All right.
Got a sunburn.
This thing will tear into the first thing that it sees, which will be, I'm sure by default, he who has the shield.
Yeah.
Did you say you were like bracing yourself? So
Yeah.
basically you're going defensive?
Yep.
So do you want to go fully defensive, which means you don't get to attack, but they have a -20 on the initial, or do you want to do like the other, where you get +10 to parry?
Do pretty well with my +10 to parry. I think my parry pays
Because that way
off
you'll
better.
get to attack this turn. If you don't, you can go the other way. It'll be at -20 to hit you, but you don't get to hit back. You'll have to rely on
I have a
everybody
feeling
else
it's
to do
really
damage.
good at hitting, though, so I'd rather be able to parry.
All right, okay. In that case, then, let's see what damage it can do. If it can hit you, of course. All right, as it comes crashing down, it lashes out with its teeth. Its jaws move incredibly fast, and as you've already figured out, this thing is hella agile.
I bet it could eat the hell out of some corn cob.
Basically, its massive set of teeth crash down, trying to like pull the shield out of your hand, but failing to do so. And then it chomps again, this time with its jaws kind of getting past the shield. Can you bring your shield back around and parry the blow?
Let's try. Modifier with a that right,
Yep.
and not a +10. No, I cannot.
Okay. Are you re-rolling that, or are you taking that roll?
I'd like to put off the damage as long as possible, so yeah, I'll give it another go.
Okay.
It just seems like the right move.
Not that I would ever expect Nelwick to have encountered
There you
anything
go.
like
All
this,
right.
but he is the scout.
So he basically, you are able to kind of like yank your shield right around and just get underneath it as his huge big teeth are like snatching down at you. Its breath is incredibly noxious as well, and you can see bits of rotting meat hanging from its teeth from between the kind of the sharp pointy parts.
How cute.
Oh, totally. All right, Nelwick.
Well,
It is in melee now.
yeah, I'm gonna back up. So that's one of my half actions. So I can't aim, and I'm just gonna shoot into melee.
Okay, -20.
-20. So
Which
this'll
isn't
be-
bad for you, because you've still got a very good ballistic skill.
That's
Aw.
still not the best. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna reroll that.
Save that for living rolls, not killing rolls.
I don't
Pretty
think
much,
any
yeah.
of us would have knowledge.
All right, Khazadrin.
Oh yeah, I get to attack.
You do, because
I can
you
put a
didn't hide completely behind your shield. A spry squig. It's a
I'm gonna
wee
make it
squiggy.
after this, but first we're
A
just
wee
gonna
little squiggy.
Miss 10. Okay. Here goes. Hey, I got him.
Ooh.
All right,
Does it
you,
have a right arm?
it'll count. Basically, it has a very large right leg.
Okay.
So arms and legs count as legs when you hit something that doesn't have arms.
Okay, cool.
All
The
right.
damage roll.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of damage, but hey,
It's a hit.
It's some damage. It's a nick,
Okay.
if anything. All right, Lena. So you've got your torch in one hand, your mallet in the other. Do you want to run up there and get involved with this thing, or would you rather?
You know what? Mama didn't raise no bitch. I'm gonna pop around there and whack it over the head. It's just a giant hairless mole.
I love that I heard swack, not whack. Just swack.
Alrighty.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who heard swag. Oh!
Oh,
Nice.
solid blow, and on the head, as you said you would, with a gavel of
Bop.
justice.
Yeah!
But
We
it
did
didn't.
reroll damage.
But it didn't do a whole lot.
I don't know if I should re-roll that or not.
I mean,
It's a waste of a hit at this point.
it's kind of cool that you did hit it. Where you said you hit it.
Okay, I'll try to re-roll the damage.
All right, re-roll that d10. At least you did
Under the
something that time.
background.
Alrighty.
That's a much.
Okay, you give it a good solid bonk on the head. All right, Kazkaya.
That's Squiggy.
Oh, my
Nope.
roll 20 just like disappeared, and I couldn't reload it, but it just reloaded. So
Oh, that's
perfect
good.
timing. I would like to, move in close to hit this thing.
I mean, it ran right up to you, so you
Okay,
can.
good. Yeah, I couldn't see where we were, so
Yeah.
there we go. I'm gonna attack it twice then.
All right.
It's on top of us.
Yeah, it's basically like bearing down on Khazadrin, just going.
No!
Swoosh.
Okay. So I'll hit him.
Hit in the left leg. Roll the damage.
Nice.
So
You
it'll
got
be
the
a 9.
impact.
Yeah.
All right. It is definitely looking worse for wear. That leg is definitely, he's gone all limping heavily on that leg.
I just need to survive one more round of this.
All right. Well, but now it's got choices. You see.
No, that's not good. I don't want it to have choices.
No, it can have choices. It can go after me.
It's fine. Use provoke.
All right.
taunt.
So there's 3 of you potentially. So 1 or a 2, Kazkaya. 3 or a 4, Khazadrin. 5 or a 6, Lena. And it will.
Come with me, my lord. Oh, damn it.
Okay, I guess it thinks that Lena's probably looks like a tastier morsel, and might be
And I
easier
can't
to
use
bite.
my buckler because I'm holding a torch.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, it tries to bite you with its big, nasty, pointy
Ooh.
teeth, and it misses. And then the second chomp, a chomp, a chomp, a chewy chomp.
Oh,
It will
God.
chomp you. Alrighty. I'll just roll the damage because I don't know that it can do anything that really matters. You don't have any armor anywhere, do you? No? Okay, then it doesn't matter. It's not going to kill you with one bite. Let's hit Ulrich's Furies. 13. 13 points of damage. So yeah, I mean, it will grab hold of you and doesn't feel good, but it won't be enough to take you to a crit yet, so where it bit you is kind of irrelevant. All right, Squiggy's done Bidey. Nelwick.
Seeing Lena take a huge hit on whatever. I'm going to.
I don't know that you could shoot with melee because you've got an entire wall of people blocking you now.
That's true. I do.
You could slip up and poke through the gaps with a stabby weapon, but I don't think it's very feasible that you could.
No, you're right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
You're very close, and they're all taller than you, so.
Shit.
But if you want to push up and have a stab, you can try that. Of course, then you put yourself on the front line for if it's alive.
Yeah. All right. Well, seeing Lena take a hit and it looks fucking painful, I am gonna rush up and with a hand axe and try a swing.
Chop. Fell the squig tree.
That one count as I couldn't charge this, right? Because there's the wall in front of me.
I mean, you're tiny, though.
You got to be able to move 20, though. Or a full...
for 10 or something, yeah.
Yeah, I think you were a little too close.
And an all-out attack is a full action. Okay, so this is a very low chance of hitting.
It's something, though, right? And it seems to be that the low hits are what tend to happen. Okay, it's all good. Khazadrin. You haven't said any different, so I assume you're in the same defensive stance.
I'm actually switching over. I'm going to do an all-out attack and basically yell to Lena to back the fuck off.
Don't let it eat your lassie.
Because that would suck. So it's a plus 20 to hit. And then I can't do nothing if he attacks me. I'm re-rolling. Wait, can I? I already re-rolled once, didn't I?
You can re-roll. You can't re-roll the same dice roll more than once, but you can re-roll.
How many fortune points did you have, Satch?
I'm a dwarf with 1 fortune point.
Oh, then no, you can't.
Yeah, I was just thinking, did I already use mine today? I think I did.
You did.
Yeah.
All right.
Your parry, you re-rolled your parry.
Yeah.
But you're still alive, so that's okay. Sure. Lena.
I'm gonna do what Khazadrin says and fall back.
Okay. And hold your torch and go, Kezkaya.
I'm going to attack him twice.
Butcher the squig.
Wait, no, I'm gonna hit him twice.
Yeah,
there you go. That's what we
Dang
need.
it.
Positivity.
I was hoping to manifest.
You have a 50-50 shot. Come on.
Okay. I have to re-roll one of those.
Okay, go ahead.
You can't miss the entire time.
There you go. Body blow.
Better.
Okay.
For 8. So. Yeah, total of 8. Alrighty. You heard a noticeable oof from the creature.
Good.
It is its turn. There are now 3 options still, so we'll just replace Nelwick with the 5 or 6 that was Lena's.
I made a good choice.
It was worth dying. Okay, nope. It has decided that the troll slayer that just body shotted it is getting its full attention and wrath.
Good.
First set of teeth will successfully nibble on you.
I have a dodge.
You have a dodge?
I do have a dodge.
Then
I'll try
you
it.
can make it.
It's not great, but it's,
Hey.
No.
Nope.
Okay, I'll take the
Gonna
damage.
hit you. Again, I won't bother to roll where yet because...
Well, where actually matters for me.
Oh, because you have armor?
Because I have armor on my body and my arms.
Oh, okay. In that case, then... it will do 11 to your 64 is the body.
Okay,
So 11 to the body.
I take 6 off that, so I take 5. Okay.
Nothing. 'Tis but a scratch. Second chomp.
5 wounds can be quotable.
It's going to get you again.
Ooh.
And this one is going to land in the face.
Okay.
For... Ow, 13.
Okay.
That's lots.
I take 5 off that, so that's 8. I'm at 0. I'm not crit yet. I'm at 0 though. That was
so
13
you don't take
wounds
no
in one
insanity
round.
point yet, no crit yet. Better kill it, guys.
That was 13 points in a single round.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah. Good job, you guys have basically got it to 0 as well. So Nelwick.
All out attack with my little fucking axe. And I will be re-rolling this because we're killing this thing.
It's little Nelwick Halfling.
So all out.
I'm thinking I should have
go
got
round.
some more health poultices before we came out.
Might not have been so much.
Left
Such
arm!
a dumb
Yeah,
move.
hit. We got to
Hey,
hit.
hit it
I
with
hit
the
with my
leg.
little axe. I go hacky hacky.
For 6,
Oh.
1 crit to the leg.
Okay, yay.
Bloody pulp. Bloody pulp.
Okay, what is the crit yield? Stumbles. He can only take half an action next turn. Well,
Oh.
That's
that's
one
okay
attack,
because
right?
it means it can't all-out attack. So it means it only gets to bite once next turn. That was
Okay.
worth having.
That could still kill somebody.
I know. Sorry.
it could easily kill a Kazkaya. All right, Kazadrin, you're up.
All out attack.
Pressure's on. And already your main fighting force is at 0 hit points.
That's okay.
I love this game. Hey, I got a hit. Barely.
Did. All right. To the leg. How much damage can you dish out with your axe?
8.
3 crit to the leg.
Okay. Let's just try it. Let's try it.
What have we got?
Which leg? Right leg. Okay.
And the crit is... The leg is demolished and the creature is considered helpless. Blood loss
Yes!
is such that the victim has a 20% chance of dying each round until medical attention is received. That's at the start of its turn. Use the sudden death rules should it be further critted. Alright, it drops to the floor and is now kind of just like just rolling around and snapping at thin air.
Oh, thank
Lena,
goodness.
you're still standing back there unless you want to run over and try to hit it.
No, I'm good.
Then Kazkaya.
I'm gonna hit it twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's considered helpless, so you get plus
There
20.
you go.
That
Oh,
hits.
didn't
If
even need
If
that.
you do a crit, it auto dies.
Which is automatic because
Oh,
Impact.
11. Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
a crit.
Okay. It's
so,
dead.
any which way you look at it, this foulsome creature is no more.
Yeah.
But boy, do you know it.
Ouch.
Right.
Would I have learned about these things being a shield breaker?
Might have been a question to ask before.
I mean, I was thinking to ask it, but
I just
I would say you can make. Do you have? Let's see.
common knowledge dwarf.
Common knowledge dwarf. I wouldn't say it would be necessarily common knowledge dwarf. Do you have anything that's history or goblin related?
No.
Specifically?
No, wouldn't be into that.
Okay. You would have heard about them enough to know what it is, but probably don't know anything other than... You've probably learned much about it from this encounter. But that's what it... so they are real. That's what they look like. Why is it in a...
Okay.
Why is it in the cities? Why is it in the sewers below known?
What in Sigmar's name is that? I'm gonna edge closer to its corpse.
I'm gonna
Okay,
step
wait.
up and do a heal check on Kaskaya.
Okay.
Poke it with my hammer and just kind of pry its mouth a little bit. and be like,
You
I
succeed.
think it's a squig.
But because Kazkaya is heavily wounded, all you can do is a point.
If I had a poultice, would that help?
I think a poultice.
I know potion wouldn't, but I have a poultice, so
If you have a poultice, see here. Go up here to poulticize. And I think... I think it will. Let's find it.
Thanks for hanging out, Cherry.
Goods and services. Now, Interloper's got to go work for. Oh, you must work somewhere late. Good luck. Appreciate you hanging out with us and dropping by. Good to see you. Okay, here we are. The weird stuff. Another healing draft, but we want a poultice. Draft. Well, where the hell is a poultice then? There's the description for it. Oh, it's further down. Here we are. Okay, yes, if you use a poultice, it makes a heavy wound treatable as if it's a light wound, so you'd heal 1d10 wounds instead of a single wound. So if you use the whole poultice, you can roll a d10 instead of just giving one.
Oh my god.
3.
I'm re-rolling that.
Okay.
Because that's awful.
Be better. Please, please.
6. Okay, 6 wounds. That's at least a hit.
Yeah, probably.
For a tough little dwarven creature of Hades. Okay. Alrighty. So this thing is dead. Lots of noise has been made in the corridors and the echoey tunnels here. But yeah, it is quite a strange thing to find. Maybe it was left over from the Chaos Wars and nobody found it. Who knows? Maybe it's here very deliberately.
Are they always that big?
With that question, Gore, I want to look at the corpse. Is there a sign of a collar or something that would resemble a pet ownership of some kind? All right.
No, there really isn't. It's not wearing anything that would indicate that it's been tethered or...
like marking on its leg or... Okay.
Yeah, nothing that looks like a chain has been there. It looks like it's been pretty much free roaming.
Probably tell someone about this.
Would it make sense that a torture den would have this running around outside of it?
You're really asking the wrong kind of guy.
I mean, it's kind of like a guard dog, right?
Yeah, but...
Kinda.
What if it was like its master or something, you know, and it just charges it all the time?
Looks like there's an inlet up there.
I mean, I don't... Could you get this thing to not attack you and your associates?
Well, night goblins somehow control them.
I mean, we don't really know what the persecutor is, do we?
Yes. You mean like a goblin?
I mean, why not?
Night goblin torturer. Could be.
Gonna have to kit bash that mini now.
So what? You want to go south, Cassadrin?
Oh, there's a grate over here. It looks like. Might do.
Okay, yeah. Let's head this way.
All right, and you've still got your torch, so you can see to move yourself now, huh? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, there is a large metal grate. The grate has damaged, and the bars have been bent enough to allow pretty much anybody of normal size or smaller could kind of squeeze through there. There is tons of debris kind of built up all the way around here, and it looks like it goes down at the bottom to where, once again, there are junctions going left and right, and another manhole cover. Of course, by your logic, if there's a manhole cover this close...
Is it still good to keep going, or do we need to come back for this?
I just need you guys to know that I have 1 healing poultice left. And, I will not be fighting if we run into anything.
Guys?
You just see, like,
But-
blood, like, staining one part of my robes.
You know, gotta die sometime.
For that.
Hopefully there's bigger squigs.
That's the spirit.
The key is to die when you're, like, you know, fully at it.
I'm gonna squeeze through the grate.
Okay.
That thing before would have been pretty decent.
Yeah, decent, but you can do better.
Well, you can see it goes to another junction up ahead.
Yep.
Is there another one past it?
You can't see.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. As soon as you get to that corner,
Shit.
2 guys come charging out from behind there, weapons raised, and are about to bludgeon your teeny little brains out.
Damn it.
And I think that's a
Cool.
good place to stop for tonight. That works nicely.
Not to me. I don't appreciate that.
Breaking the formation just gets you killed instantly, you know? It's
Well,
just
you
that.
know, fucking Spook said I was a scout, so I wanted to. Do
Ah, you
some
are a
scouting.
scout. You're a hunter.
I'm a hunter.
Yeah, you're hunting.
not a
You're
scout.
hunting. You're
Same
hunting
difference.
the persecutor.
We know there's shit down here, and I'm heavily armored.
Oh, there's a
Sorry,
lot of shit
Sag.
down here.
Let me do the dying. Come on.
No,
Well-
I have to do the dying. You do the, like...
I do
worry.
the initial
God,
dying,
I
so you
wanna
can do the
die.
better dying.
Guys.
Nelwick is
There's
quite
Who's
enough-
gonna die?
Bullshit for
Let's
us all
not
to die.
quarrel and
okay?
argue over who killed who.
Nelwick is
This
quite
is a
healthy.
happy occasion.
Does it really matter what order we die?
Yes, yes,
Right
it does.
back to that elevated horizon, are we?
There we go.
I really hate not having a heal spell.
Hey, you'll get
Yeah.
there. You can't be too far away from being able to get there.
I can,
So,
though. I can.
all right, folks. Well, that is where we're going to wrap things up. This will kind of lead us into next Thursday, which is like partially pseudo Valentine's Day special, which is kind of set up with the whole rescuing the beloved husband plot line.
Really?
As well as having, you know,
Pink. It was a pink thing.
yeah, it was a Valentine's squig.
Aw,
The
you didn't
unfaithful
care.
husband? How romantic were.
Hey, maybe it's not. Maybe he hasn't been cheating. She's just suspicious. She doesn't know, maybe. You
He's
know?
just a deadbeat who's been gambling what little money they have.
Because he's so desperate, he's trying to provide for his beloved wife and child. He can't raise them out of poverty, but one good roll of those dice could.
You
You
know what else
should
raised
be
them?
a
100%.
defense lawyer.
100% though. I
Waited
thought
for
she
the
was into the
initiate to come
wife.
by.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I thought 100%. I was like, yeah, she's into the wife. Like,
Might be a means to an end. There we go. But we'll see.
That would
Alright,
make a
guys.
better love story.
I think she's a detective and paid him as basically a mole, and
Who knows? But yeah, there we are. All right, anybody got any questions for us before we bug out of here? We will be here Monday for Jane is still aloof, but we will be doing a Dialogues and Dice where we will be discussing the root of all evil.
I do have a question, actually.
And species versus race as a concept.
Oh.
Yeah, what's your question?
So on the screen that you have us on, chat can't see this right now.
Correct.
There is a doll or a plushie.
There is.
Oh, why?
It low-key looks like a certain dictator from
No,
a
it
certain
absolutely
country.
does.
Because it is. Spook. It is.
Is it really?
It's a voodoo doll of, as in like.
Oh, okay, a
stabbed
voodoo
to
doll.
kill
Okay.
him. She's referring to like there's a little. Here, I'll show you. So this is like the Netflix and chill splash screen that we have like for the players to see, so that they can't go roaming around maps when I'm not about. Not that they'd ever do that. But here in their little living room, you can see they have pies that were put there for Pie Week. They've got snacks, a nice big screen TV, loads of snacks here. There's a cute little black kitty cat on that arm, and yeah, this is what she was talking about. Let's zoom in real close.
I'm just gonna scoot away from the one tiny man and towards the other.
And there's the little man doll, little voodoo doll that looks disturbingly like the leader of the Third Reich. But look at the cat. The cat's nice. Let's all love the cat instead.
Yeah, I'd actually, I'd rather stay by the Hitler doll. You
Oh my god.
Get some of that pie in you. You got a nice sweet potato pie here, a nice apple pie.
Well, there goes my chances to become president. Someone's gonna clip this, and it's gonna be used against me when I campaign in 20
I'd
years.
rather sit next to the Hitler doll.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
that's
I
it.
caught
People
it.
write
Glad we
op-eds.
can
Someone will
not see.
soundbite that.
Oh
Dragon
god, it
hates
took me till
cats.
now.
Someone will
dictators.
soundbite that, and when
That's
you run
really
for office-
situational and clever.
Oh, Charlie, good job.
Yeah.
Tiny Hitler. Why is that a thing?
What?
Why is that an
Why I
asset?
asked.
Like, who was like, yes, I need to create a 3D asset of Tiny Hitler and upload it to one of the few
Roll20
sources
to
that
be
can go to
used.
Roll20. And
I don't
Roll20
even
is
know.
like,
Said-
yeah, okay.
Satch, are you really surprised though? Because let's be real, a lot of people back in the day who played D&D and tabletop, probably, you know.
The thing
Yeah,
is-
no,
I
there's
was
you
like,
know?
that can't be what it is.
The
and
thing
then
is,
the
I
more
don't
looked
know
at
how
it,
I found it and where I found it, because
You can't look up Tiny Hitler anymore. It just doesn't work.
I mean, you know, I've got other dolls and other interesting assets, but
Yeah, there he is. The Blinsky.
the more I looked at it, I was like, that can't be what that is.
here, we should replace it with this one.
No.
Is that the
How is that
Kalyana one?
worse?
Yeah, that's
That's Irina. That's Irina
the
Kalyana
Irina
doll. Right?
Kalyana doll.
That's so funny. I think that there should be an officially licensed merch for that because that'd be so fun.
And I saw the little red around his arm. I was like,
See,
that's totally
you-
got to be what that is.
See, you guys missed when Gorbad used South Park tokens when he was doing token designs. Him and I had a blast in this screen, just showing like this is what Radovan looks like, this is what Marlowe looks like, and it was just South Park tokens.
Right, yep. Yeah, we did have South Park tokens for everybody at one point. Just keep it that size in the back, right? It's an Easter egg. It's one of those things that people go, wait, is that? It's like one in one early show, I planted a TARDIS on a map. And then when someone was like, is that a TARDIS? An alarm went off and they won a prize to be the first one to acknowledge and recognize that there's a TARDIS.
Yeah.
It was a long
I didn't
time
say
ago.
TARDIS. I was just making Doctor references. I'm still a little mad at and milk for winning that one. That was being clever over there, like me.
Now I'm just imagining.
Now I'm just on the show all the time. Like what?
The little voodoo doll like hidden somewhere, and somebody says, "Is that the doll?" And you're like, and something goes off, and it's like, "Ha! You won the Hitler Prize."
Congratulations on the Hitler Prize! You won the Hitler Prize.
Yeah, no.
Thank you for playing Spot the Hitler.
One Hitler Prize.
Oh man.
Oh, I love you guys.
And then I just think about Secret Hitler.
Secret Hitler?
Yeah, have you played it?
It's so fun.
It is fun.
That's what this was. It was all about Secret Hitler. It was a
subtle whodunit games.
Inclusion.
Of Hitler?
So, for next, on Monday, we're talking about evil.
My notes say the next topic is defining what evil really is.
Hey!
As well as discussing the difference between a species and a race. Because in D&D, there are some strange misconceptions.
Right, because you're like, why are there drow when they're,
Well, yeah, the concept
kind of
is
thing,
to
right?
kind of debate and discuss about... So, for example, it's kind of this age-old thing in D&D, right? You take the lawful good, super holy paladin that is destined to smite all evil. He finds a baby drow. What does he do? It's baby, it's innocent, it can't harm anybody now. Does he kill it? Or, because he knows what it's going to become? Or does he not?
Oh my god, how did you bring this back to Hitler?
That wasn't the intent. But that's the sort of thing, And
now, if it was a clone of a baby drow.
So, and also it's like, what is the, conceptually, having races that are inherently evil, why is it good to have such things? Why is it not good to have such things? The pros and cons. So, that's
right,
kind of the whole...
Because there's a lot of controversy and...
Right. Because you can argue,
that are on fire about why is this allowed in my... Yeah.
And then there's the nuances of that argument when you bring specifics into existence.
Yeah.
So anyway, but that's kind of what the topics will be. So it'll be a deep one.
It'll be a controversial one for sure. I'm sure we'll say something that people are going to get up in arms about.
Quite probable, but that's okay.
Everybody plays the game differently. I mean, it is a game.
Right. And that's what we always say. You have to realize that everything is about your perspective and your fun, right? There is no right or wrong way to have fun. There's no right or wrong way, realistically, within reason, to play a game like D&D. I happen to know, for example, Tim Kask, which was one of the original grognards of D&D. He used to be the editor-in-chief for TSR. He DM'd for a group of inmates at a prison one time. And all they wanted to do was commit crimes and do things and, be bad. And he just rolled with the punches because that was who they were. But it's an interesting conversation that come out of that, but he had a very, very enlightening viewpoint. Let's just say that. Coming off the back of that game. So, there we go. But yeah, we'll try not to make it too heavy, but again, what do you think? Should this be? Should this not be? Is this a thing? Is it not a thing? Why is it a good idea to have certain things that way? Why is it a bad idea to have certain things that way? So, I know Shaggot will be on it. If any of you others would like to participate, you are welcome to join us on Monday. So you just have to let me know ahead of time.
Take my place if you really want to and are passionate about this.
Yeah, you can.
Just saying.
So, Spook, Nat, Satch, if you want in on Monday, just let me know and I'll put your little window up and we'll drag your ass into this conversation and make you wish you didn't do it.
Throw me on. I love regretting things.
So
also,
yeah.
we might premiere.
Oh yeah, and we've
we'll
also
do
got
that
a new premiere of a new Howry Roll special video to show. We will show it again next Thursday, because next Thursday's show will really be closer to the Halloween our Valentine's Day show than Monday. But we'll show it Monday. We'll call that the soft reveal, and then we'll show it again on Thursday.
It's so good.
It's you'll enjoy it.
It's a thing.
It's a thing that happened, and it was done, and we can't take it back.
Yeah, I'm both very proud of it, and yes, we did this, but also very embarrassed by it too. You know, it's like one of those kind of videos.
Well, that's kind
of
like
just be proud.
That's kind of like that video that I did that time with a certain cast member. I feel the same way about it.
Yeah, it's like I'm glad it's out there because that's how I'd like to be remembered when I finally die. But at the same time, it's like probably not my best work, but it had its moments.
But I won't play it, but I will queue up a Howry Roll Presents video that we haven't played in a very long time at the end of the show. So don't just disappear. When we say goodbye, stick around for a second and get a present. Alright guys, well if there's no more questions, we are out of here. Hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. We will see you, as I said, on Monday for a Dialogues and Dice. And yeah. Catch you later guys. Bye!
Bye.